Imagine sun shining, pink clouds in the sky, and everything is right. Imagine stars lighting up the night, and the shooting stars so vibrant. You have to make a wish. Nothing's ever in your way. Scoring every shot you make. No, you've never heard of pain, because you're just high on life. Every day is Saturday. Life is sweet as birthday cake. Why can't it just stay this way? Like you wanted to, like you wanted to, like 24/7, like 24/24 heaven. Oh, like you wanted to, like you wanted to, like 24/7, like 24/24 heaven. Oh, nothing but blue skies, a totally peaceful mind. Never need a second try. No, you get it right the very first time. It could be the best of days, it could be the best of times. Why do we need the troubles? Why? Why do we need the troubles? Why? Nothing's ever in your way. Scoring every shot you make. No, you've never heard of pain, because you're just high on life. Every day is Saturday. Life is sweet as birthday cake. Why can't it just stay this way? Like you wanted to, like you wanted to, like 24/7, like 24/24 heaven. Oh, like you wanted to, like you wanted to, like 24/7, like 24/24 heaven. Oh, instead I'm thinking of strangers, I'm thinking of haters, I'm thinking of laying down for a nap right here on the pavement. I'm thinking of payday, worried I won't make it. First I think of a delicate thing, and then of a break it. I'm thinking of habits, yeah, all of the bad bits. Wish there was a sequel, not tell the good parts, and I could have it. But mama says bad days unnecessary. The only way to notice a good day, and I guess it makes sense what she said. But I'm hoping for good days. Mama says bad days unnecessary, but I'm hoping for good days.
It's not my fault. You've been lying, saying that I took away your peace. Drowning by yourself, now you wanna blame me. Like you have no options. I ain't take your options. Nah, I'm not the problem. Man, that's on you, yeah. You've been terrorizing me, yeah, I'm always wrong. I knew you lost your mind when you dropped that bomb. Girl, are you crazy? Yeah, you must be crazy. I've been thinking lately it's you. You stole your peace, put it on me, but baby, it's you. Lie like a ride, but take your stuff back, baby, it's you. whatever, and I would never. Yeah. You've been flexing everywhere. Girl, look in the mirror. Man, you're so dirty. Yeah, you look so dirty.
Good morning, top of the morning, top of the Monza. Dumelang Bomeza, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're new here, welcome. My name is Disney. I guess I am trying to figure out how to be a mommy full-time without help for the first time this year. So yeah, join me as I walk this journey of trying to figure out how to not fuck up my child, and give my child the best I can. Yeah, if you're a regular Meza Wam, thank you so much for sticking around with the girl through every season of my life. There are day ones here, people that have been there with me from their first day I opened this channel. But if you joined us along the way, thank you so much. And yeah, so today, Thursday, I want to make myself a cup of coffee. Just finished taking a shower. I want to do my face now and then do Tambisa as well. And for lunch, he said he wanted the sausage again, so I'm gonna do that now, and then also pack his stuff. And then today he's wearing a different uniform. He's got swimming today, so I need to pack his swimming stuff. And then today he's going to aftercare, so I also need to pack his aftercare clothes. It looks like it's gonna be windy or cloudy and it's gonna rain, so I need to pack something that will accommodate that for his aftercare today. So yeah, now I just need to do my face, tambisa my body, put the sausage in the air fryer, and then wake him up so that he can wake up, shower, eat, and then we can go to school. Yeah, so let's get this video started. But I actually started the vlog yesterday at the gym, but let's go. So this is his talk bag, right? So in here I'm going to put his aftercare clothes. So I'm going to put in his Crocs, and I'm gonna take these pants because it looks like today cloudy and it's going to rain. So I'm just gonna pack him this shirt. Kamo, this is a swimming bag, so I'm going to put in his shorts, his swimming shorts, right? And then I'm going to put in a towel that we got kopepo mabani. Yeah, so we got this towel yesterday, kopepo. I'm also going to put in his goggles. I just a young nene. Wabana nake asinya ngwana tsene mafulufulu. Hey, kwa skolo bata bona re ba tswa jwang. So this is gonna be the first time BK is swimming. Well, we swim but recreational swimming, not like swimming. Ke khale ke gopela papa gore a monyakele a swimming school in Rustenburg, and then he doesn't get time. So those are some of the things that I always felt like, you know what, I'll be able to do. Like, him not having time is not a problem, by the way. Like, it's not a problem. But I was like, yo, okay, I have all the time in the world and my son is not here. A thing. I didn't buy a swimming cap. They didn't tell me they just gave me the shorts. So if they need a swimming cap, I will buy it. So, but yeah, if not, then it's fine. Okay, so that's what goes in here. If he doesn't have phys ed, then it's just gonna be his aftercare clothes. But if he's got phys ed like today, then we're just gonna pack his phys ed thingies as well. But on a normal day, I will just be packing his aftercare clothes in here. Rena kana go tsena dikolo tsa rena ne re lokela ka plastic. So bona ko sekolong sa bona aba dumele lo lokela ka mo ara dilotse, so ba lokela ka mo ara beke. Yeah. So yeah, ke no ma santsur ko motsosha no. Bokang urena. Hari. Good morning. How are you? I'm okay, thank you. Time to Vasa. Thank you. Or bread. Hotel. Where did I put the marker? Yes, it's in your bag. I put it back in your book bag.
And again, kama uyithanda ngobona ngisho noma ingakuyithenga ibhanana. Yize noma banana nje ufende nomdelisi. Makazi ukuthi lunch yami it's gonna be maybe a wrap with chicken breast or I have this food every day after the gym. It's 600 now. So if you want you can add the plain yogurt. Yeah, because you'll be start. You know? We are back in guys have been tough. And I was just thinking about like what am I doing? I remember before our son was born, I was like, no. I can do this. I just to give me a break. My husband is working. Unfortunately, he couldn't take leave the whole of December. But luckily tomorrow, my housekeeper is coming. She just comes once a week. So, to be honest, I wish I had added a little bit more variety of veggies here.
Dumelang molweni. So skolo strile, but I'm not gonna go pick him up now. I am just gonna let him go to aftercare, play, meet new people, and then I will pick him up maybe like 2 hours or 2.5 hours. And then yeah, I also want to start cooking, so I think I should start cooking now before I pick him up. I dropped him off Koskulung. I feel like I had a lazy day, but for someone that's not domesticated, they'll probably feel like you had a lazy day, but you were ironing, you were doing this, you were doing this. But for me, I just feel like I had so much time on my hands, and if it was up to me, hey, I don't know what I would have done. I don't know what I would have done. So whatever I did today, I came back, I kokosha a bit, and then I washed the dishes, and then I folded the laundry, and then I ironed what needed to be ironed, and then I also did label his uniform. So the lady that did my labels jar stationery, the label for stationery. So the lady that did this also did, so I think it was, how many stickers? I don't remember how many of these, but yeah, in total I spent 150 for this and this. I think this was 120, and then extra 30 rands to add these. So when I saw these, hey, this did not make sense to me. I was like, hey guys, cause ke bona this thing so kegger, and then I say gore ke plaster dintshang flofa guys, na re tsebidilo phela ke re hey dintshang flofa. But yeah, so this thing I am mail ka mo khobane, so na ga le confused ke re hey I'm not seeing the vision. I am not seeing the vision, but I am seeing the vision. Shem, yes, I am hearing their chat loud and clear. Di bona la ka re di khwatheleje, so di bona la ka re di khwatheleje, but we will just see how they are holding up. The other day ne ke ile ko Woolies, and then ke rekile this other diffuser, this one. This smells nice. This inkamonat, this thing ne ke bonile le a postile this brand ko WhatsApp, but yena na postile yengwenyana so e cream white so amen. So na karekile ko ulis kankgelela these things, and then I liked this one. So yeah, this was going for 300, and now I feel like I need it in other rooms because nikishumisha the Vanilla Valley yako at home, but yeah, now I feel like I need more of these. Maybe I should also try that one year Lele, because Lele only taste. Lele only taste like I wanna maleza. I want to talk about with my life. It's only maleza. Like maleza, I carry as a person, you must drink water only. I will drink water only. Like I rate Lele so much. Oh yeah, I was also talking about phone yangwana. So phone yangwana ki. So I took his phone. He's using ke phone mang phone 825. Nashimsha 824 ayer. Nashimsha 824, but luckily phone yeah kido mangjwalech. Luckily neki insure phone ya. This one is insured. So what happened was, I think one time na ile ko magaeng a ko gabo ba re phone ne ba e charger ba e bile go dimega fridge, and then I don't know gore go diregileng, and then phone yawo. But you know what I did not like about that incident? I called his aunt when I couldn't get a hold of him, and then his aunt passed the phone to him, and I heard from him that if phone you pukile, and I was like, but the person that picked up this phone is an adult, and she knows that your phone your pukile. Why did she not tell me? Like, why am I hearing from you that if phone your pukile, considering the fact that me and your aunt talk, we can greet each other. Like, she could have just told me. Like, there's just some things I just feel like I don't need to hear from a child, you know. But yeah, so now phone ya gagwe, he will only use it when he needs to make a call to his dad, anyone back home. If cousins want to call him, they can call him. It's fine. But our kids are exposed to a lot of internet. Our kids are exposed to a lot of internet, and I've always had an issue with that, right? Bomoteo bana le tendency ya o lebelela the YouTube videos, ne? So other things get blocked, like TikTok, Facebook, the social media obviously get blocked, hana access, or like some applications hana access. Urlar unyaka ona lento ba re ke Minecraft, or I think Minecraft. The other one, Roblox karana I want ngwana to dlang Roblox under my regime. Karana Roblox under my regime. Not gonna happen, right? Because that's another problem that I have with internet games. You don't know what is happening there. Like, okay, Shapki game ya bana, but people are crazy. Like, there are creeps out there. There's a lady I know on Instagram. Uri ngwana ne adlala game. Ne adlala game. Ba re ngwano o tsamaile a ya ko ragolo a gobela ragolo thai, and then a ke tse gore ba re go berekele jwang, but she committed suicide. A ke tse gore ke he or ke she, but o committed suicide. And then a re tse bolo reng na dlala game ngwana wa 12 or 11, a re tse bolo re na dlala game jene tse di online tse ba bolelang moki. A o tse bolo re motho maybe o mo promise tse o reng life is better on the other side, what. So when o fa ngwana phone or o dlala game, but the way things are happening these days, now if my son is not gonna play a game in front of me, he's not gonna play it. And issue ye nngwe ne ke na le yona ke YouTube videos. Motheo o ka re mo wena wa re lebela TV, o dala YouTube, o lebele dilo tse dingwe a di make sense. Gore ni video nngwe a ke tse gore na lebeletse this other guy o dira di McDonald's reviews for kids, or you know jile McDonald's in all the countries, and I'm just like, okay, why are you guys watching this? Okay, I get it gore ke ngwana, but like why? Like, why is Halabali the Popeye, guys? Like, what happened to just watching cartoons? Like, we were watching episodes ja Ed and Eddie, ja Phineas and Ferb. You already know this episode, but you're gonna have to fag it up and watch it again. You understand that? So whenever you want to lead the option, you want to lead the Cartoon Network, you want to lead the Netflix, you want to lead what. So lebelela di-Popeye or lebelela a show nyana ya bana, like where kids are talking. Maybe you can learn like a few things nyana, like okay, mannerism, go rona le selo ba re ke mannerism ka sekgowa or ke selo mang, like something. What do you mean you're watching a video of a guy eating 10 burgers? Like what? Anyway, so I wanted to give you guys an update, and I'm going to close. I'm going to officially close the co-parenting chat. I'm sure you guys are so sick of me, but I'm going to close it. Let me give you guys a bit of background. I got pregnant when I was in first year, 2016. I gave birth 2017. I was in second year. My ex and I were in the same class. So we were both doing second year when I gave birth. Broke up in final year, and you know what, that relationship would have ended way sooner. It would have ended before I even fell pregnant, but my attachment issues got me in the situation that I'm in right now, because I will not shy away from the fact that I did suffer from attachment issues, right? And I get that's why I'm going to therapy, because matata aga get aware of what is happening, or some things I'm just like, okay, this is not normal, because why do I have attachment issues? Why do I have abandonment issues? Like, what do you mean? Okay, sharp. So from 2017, 18, 19, my parents were taking care of my son, right? So everything, clothes, milk, what, it was my parents. So my baby daddy was like, yeah, obviously he's not working, and you know, mama haberiki shapu, so he won't be able to help out. And you know what, it was fine. Like, that was not a problem. I understood situation ya karabo malapa alegani. As much as my dad really couldn't really afford to look after my child, but my parents really tried. I'm the first of 5, so I was in varsity. My dad was paying for my fees, and my sister was going to varsity the year I gave birth. So yeah, so anyway, 2020 we started working. So 2020 we started working, and we had broken up, yes. And this thing of having to tell someone what to do, like this thing of having to tell someone what to do, having to tell someone that winter we buy clothes, summer we buy clothes, right? I remember that year ka winter clothes, you know, I get an asa to go. So I told him few months, I think I told him Gabo May or right? Well, he had the option to actually send me money or to buy the clothes, which he opted to buy the clothes, then send us the clothes, which was fine, right? And then ne arumela ngwana, I think 2.4, 2.5, I can't remember quite well. 2020, late 2020, our son was diagnosed with cancer, right? So remember, my son was on my dad's medical aid the day I gave birth, right? And then when I started working, I did not have to go to the father of my child that was giving me money, young one, right, to then say, oh, by the way, ke patala medical aid. So anyway, 2020, Mwana is sick, Mwana is in hospital, our son had cancer, and then he went through the whole treatment, chemotherapy, and all of that. And, you know, I will not even speak on how there was a girl that guy was with, even when we were together, because I don't want to use the other word. I don't want to use the C word. And yes, that girl untlugumezile, guys, like that girl untlugumezile. And I hate her, not because I was seed on with her, but because she was so mean. She was so in my nose. And I remember there was a time when my son was just busy, got this whole thing at treatment. She sent me a picture of Guy's cap, and she said, she sent me a DM on Instagram, and she said, please tell your man he needs to come and get his cap. Hey, I didn't get happy, guys. Like, where do I enter? And I remember even on his birthday, Ogel was like, I know because he's with you, he's not going to answer my call, so please tell your man I said happy birthday. I hate that girl so much. I hate her because she knew what I was going through, and she just over what? Like over him? But anyway, asikho lapho. Okay, fine. One of a DJ, and then I moved to Polokwane. We take Mwana to Little Achievers, right? So my parents went through a divorce, and it was finalized in 2022. Was it 2022? Yes, 2022. My parents' divorce was finalized in 2022. So my mom was no longer at home. So BK Rai, I put him through boarding crèche, go Little Achievers, right? So he was paying for school fees, I was paying for boarding. Then when I moved back home, he continued paying for school fees, if I'm not mistaken. And then I was still paying for medical aid, mind you, like till today, right? Sharp. And then I was taking care of the other stuff, like lunch, whatever Mwana needs. Okay, fine. Oh, and also transport, because I would drop him off in the morning, but going back, he was going back at transport. Sharp. 2023, I got a job in East London, and I had to move to East London. My dad did not want me to move this child to go stay with the father. And now I was like, my mom is not here, and my dad already would deal with my little sisters, because like my mom did not take the kids, like the kids still stay with my dad, right? So I'm like, no man, my dad already so now ke a thoma ka tlogela ngwana moki, and then e ka rena ke tsamaile kwa ke ja bophelo ka fork and knife ke tlogetse ngwana le my little sisters ba lo reng they are in school already, le bona ka bo bona they are struggling to juggle school chores, and I'm like, no, I'm gonna leave ngwana. Sharp. Then I had a conversation with the father of my child, and then he was like, no, ukatlisha ngwana, I will have support, my family is near, and you know, where I can't, my mom will help. And I knew that he was staying with his partner, and I did not have a problem. Like, I did not have a problem with me taking my child, for my child to be raised by my baby daddy's girlfriend. I did not have a problem. Even till today, I do not have a problem with that girl, because if anything, I am grateful for her, because I know so kachangwana kamusha Northwest. Northwest, remember it was end of Feb when I was leaving. So we couldn't get him into like another school. So we had to opt for whatever school we could find. So they took him to a school baraki Mount Sarah. Ko Mount Sarah na apatla 2 point something. Remember, the time Mwana Ali that site, he was paying school fees, and then I was taking care of other things. So when the child moved there, I did not have an issue with roles reversing, right? So I took over school fees. Sharp. Okay, I paid school fees, and then 2023, and then okay, sharp December, Mwana went home from home. My mom and my sister, 3 of them, they had to travel to East London, and that's money. That was a lot of money. Like that December, I was suffocating because I had to transport 3 people. I remember that January, I won't be able to. I won't be able to do what, because I was breathing through the wound. I had never done something like that where I had to transport 3 people all the way to the other side of the world, you know, or the other side of the country. So I did not manage my finances, so I was breathing through the wound. I would send money to my mom or my aunt, maybe like 1.7 or 2,000, depending on mang ucho aligai, right? Then that person would go to Rustenburg, fetch Mwana, take ngwana back home, and then from home to Gauteng, then from Gauteng to the Eastern Cape, and then from the Eastern Cape to Gauteng, and then he would drive from Northwest to the airport to pick up one, right? So that's always been how it was sharp. Unfortunately for me, I couldn't fly one person. Like I couldn't just fly my son. I always had to fly two people. That year, my dad, Ariana, he doesn't want this child to go back to Northwest. He was not happy, you know, he was not happy with maybe how the baby looked. They felt like he was not happy and all of that. Papa ka ke Mosotho, this whole thing ya ringi agona khomie e kalatswang namane e sia yona. Then I was like, no, but that means you guys are saying that maybe that girl a tshwara ngwana ka sharp, and that is not fair because I've never had to complain about that girl. So if you are basing this on agona khomie e kalatswang namane e sing ya yona, then it's not fair because from where I stand, that girl did nothing. Or I don't know, but like I don't know where you guys are taking the thing, or you are getting the thing out, or maybe Mwana is not happy or what. But at the end of the day, Mwanoki will not be happy because BK would always choose to stay at home. So he will always be happier at home than he would be anywhere else. So I'm like, what your argument is, for me, it does not, because he will always be happy to be back Mosibayeng than he would be talking about Rustenburg. So I was like, no, man. So I don't know, I will maragu, I'm gonna get you uniform, maybe they're gonna take him to another school. I was like, no, that is not fair, right? Sharp. Mwana went back to Rustenburg. Okay, Raya Rustenburg ye wing. Ibile they had said Mount Sarah is too far. It's on the other side of town. There's a new school that recently opened near where they stay. I get school is Waterkloof. I get that's why Wanaka are rotten. That is why Wanaka are rotten. But Barry Bamu change school because the school, you know, is closer and then he said he's not gonna drive past Gabona, he's gonna get them transport, or he's gonna get him transport, whatever he'll pay for the score for, which was 700, right? Sharp. Remember, Mount Sarah I was paying 2 point something, right? So when he moved to Waterkloof, school fees is nearly 900. Woman, sharp. And then I was like, ay Mara, moving from 2.4 to 900. So now I must just say, oh, I'm paying 900 school fees. And then I was like, no, okay, let me see. Okay, so sharp, medical aid, school fees, transport, lunch food. Like food, we don't count because a child eats what you eat. I get, especially like a child that old. Papa ga order transport ke score for 700. I was like, no, let me send them money for lunch food. Even initially, I would fill his tuck shop. So go tuck shop yabona, they had like food like nuggets, pie, burger, what. So we would calculate how much he needs per week. So maybe let's say a meal is 50 rands, and then maybe the 50 rand and then it's like, no, on some days get a dress kaftin with what we have in the house, wara. Sharp. So mama ne wa gage o na le ngwana, right? So the brother then moved in with them, right? Because that's technically his brother. Started going to the same school. I was like, okay, filling tech shop yangwana waka alewani. So what if the other ones don't have money sometimes? Now kids are not, you know, same lunch type of vibe. So I was like, okay, maybe let me just start sending actual money, right? So I was like, okay, I'll just send them 1,000 rand to buy dijo tsa ngwana tsa lunch. Yena patala transport. Okay, no problem. Then 2024 December, Ari yena utlo reka stationery, and then okay fine, uniform ya ngwana ne re rekile vele. right? Uniform ya bona ke di gray pants, gray socks, taffies, white shirt and what. So ne di rekilwe. Okay, fine. Gore ngwana is going to need more uniform. It was never communicated, right? Sharp. What I know go goreng re kwane gore okay ke tla tswela pele ke batla school fees and then yena o tla reka stationery, right? Ke yena a rileng yena o tla reka stationery. It's not like he did what I did. He got a coat and then he told me how much and then he can't manage whatever and then re tlhakantšhe re reke stationery someone. So it means he was managing well. He did not need money. If or you need help, it means you don't need it, right? Okay, fine. Our agreement or ring utla request stationery, ke tla patela school fees, no problem. Ngwana comes home for Christmas. This is the year that I went home for Christmas. Baby comes home for Christmas, no new clothes. Haibo. Christmas clothes? What is happening? Why ngwana sena diaparo tša Christmas? And we fight about clothes all the time. I remember 2020 June, Leona, it was khagano. 2020 December, he said, yena, he didn't buy clothes because ngwana was in hospital. And that child was discharged ka Christmas. So I was buying my son clothes, like, nje. Na kerekela ngwana duko, like, na kwa leko spetlela, like, most of his clothes, they were new. Because I was not going to reserve things. What if my child is gonna die? So I okay, I can go to Christmas because Mwana is in hospital. Back to 2024. So 2024, Mwana comes back home without Christmas clothes. Okay. Hey, and then Christmas. Do you know how much it is to stay with a child? When this child, oh no, he said, I'm waiting for you to buy and then I will add on what you bought because I'm the one that stays with the child. So I will get to see what this child has and what this child does not have. This child is ours. And where things affect him, we're supposed to talk to me. So when you make decisions and you conclude on matters that involve my child, I think it's only fair that you tell me that, oh, by the way, I'm going to send Mwana without Christmas clothes because I was hoping that you will buy. Then I will see, then I will add, right? Like you can just tell me so that I'm not confused, right? So now Mwana is here without Christmas clothes and now I'm confused and okay, so when are you planning to tell me this? Because I mean, like, you have to tell me because this is our child, bro. Like, yeah, stationery, so I'm like, hey, we're talking about Christmas clothes. You're bringing up stationery. Like, if you're talking about stationery that you said, when you will do, now I pay school fees, like, how are we talking about Christmas clothes and we are talking about stationery and wano hatlafa utlo need a stationery, utlo need a uniform? Who do you think is going to buy those things? And I'm like, hey, but okay, so now you told me about stationery. You didn't tell me that Mwana needs uniform. When BK lost his tracksuits, I had to replace them. When BK needed a sport short, I had to buy it. When BK needed a golf shirt, I would buy it. And when BK was going for trips, I would pay for the trips. Even though there was the last trip that they took that he just sent me a screenshot. No, he didn't send me a screenshot. He just sent me a picture of the letter. Like, that's it. He just sent me that picture and I was like, oh, okay. I take it he's just informing me that there's a trip because there's no way that you are telling me that I must pay for the trip and that's how you are telling me, right? Things like that. Like, those are the kind of things that would happen and they would really frustrate me. Like, they would really get to me. And now the moment I start talking, I won't be nice. I will not be nice. About the trip, BK, I'm talking to BK the one time and BK is like, Papa said, you must pay for my trip. We are going, I think they were going to the trip like the week or they were left with a week to pay or something like that. And I'm like, this is my problem. Why am I hearing about things that are needed from a child and not from an adult? The adult that just sent me a picture about the trip and said nothing. So now, when you send me a screenshot of school uniform, I'm just supposed to send you the money. Or if you just send me a picture, screenshot of the trip, I must just, oh, okay, pay for the trip. Like, why can't you just talk like an actual adult? Like, now I must hear from one. And I was like, no, give Papa her phone. And it's like, no, it's not just informing you. I'm like, but that's not how you tell me to pay for a trip. Like, you can't just send me communication about a trip and then you just expect me to pay. So the trip just BK, just go. I would pay for them. Na ka mo go ke go dishitsweng. Nna batswadi baka ne ba rekela dikobo ka June le ka summer. So it's a thing ya gore ngwana o rekelwa dikobo ka winter le ka summer. But now when I stay with my child, I don't just buy ka winter le summer. Like, I buy then there. If my son doesn't have pajamas, I will buy. If he doesn't have slippers, I'll buy. If he doesn't have shirts, I will buy. But then come winter, I know that I have to buy winter clothes. Come summer, I know that I have to buy summer clothes. But if he needs anything throughout the year, I will buy, right? Like, that's how I do it. What then happened now? Oh, June, I asked Ore, hi, ngwana o tlo tlhoka eng? Was it this June? Was it the other June? Where I asked Ore, ngwana, I think the June ke le ko East London. Gore ngwana o tlo tlhoka eng? And my heart was so broken when I asked, hi, what does BK need? Okay. It's one thing for you to tell me that, okay, he's going to need more pads, he's going to need more jerseys, he's going to need more long sleeve shirts. But you're telling me that he's going to need socks, he's going to need jokies, he's going to... Like, short paniki 80 rand. I don't think you have to wait for Christmas to buy joki, young one. I don't think you have to wait for winter to buy clothes for you to buy short pen, young one. If Mwana starts losing the short pen, you go and you buy. If Mwana starts losing socks, you go and you buy. Like, I feel like there are just some things that don't even need month end for you to buy socks and underwear for a child. So now when I ask you, like, where can I patch her? And you tell me that, oh yeah, by the way, we need a short pen. Like, okay, so what does my son have if my son does not have the short pen? You know? And I'm just supposed to laugh about it. Like, that is why last year I bought his winter clothes, and then I thought, you know what? I'm not gonna send the clothes. I'm gonna wait until he comes here. Yeah, because in Chikinoko when something I get summer really, because the child is with you, you buy and I will add. I get. So I took it. He's introducing a rule. So because winter when it started, he was with the child. It means that he will buy, and then now when the child comes to me, I will add. Right? So that is why last year, June, I did not send the clothes that I bought, because I was like, oh, okay, maybe this is how it works now. Now it's time to pack for Mwana to go to Limpopo for June 2025. And then he tells me, also, Bokang hana marugo. And I'm like, why are you telling me this? Why are you telling me this? Like, why are you telling me this now? Because if Mwana nasna marugo, you were supposed to tell me before the trip. But now I did not send marugo because I thought the parent will buy, then Mina I will top up when he comes here. Like, Kante, how does it then work? Because most that's what you said to me, Sama. So I thought that's how it works. Every 6 months, I buy Crocs for BK. So that other June, when Sia was still first season with Sia, we bought Crocs. Last year, June, my heart, but like ya sanka, guys. Ke bela ngwana ka apere di Crocs di tšwele mashua ka mofase. Ke re motheo Ke mmotsitse ke reng the Crocs tja gage di blue ne di le kae, but he forgot them emakhaya. Okay, so you forgot them emakhaya and now you are wearing Crocs eziphume imbobo in a house with adults and it's okay for them. Also there, when I bring it up, I'm supposed to smile and hi, by the way, I'm not sure if you saw, but the shoes that BK, I saw them on a video call. You are telling me that you stay with him and you did not see them. And I'm also not saying that buying one Crocs, guys, una le dipopejane. Rekela motheo dipopejane ko Ackermans, ko Pick n Pay. Una le dipopejane just 70 rand. We understand? Like we understand, or like dilo tse dingwe, like they don't, like dilo tse dingwe I feel like I make sense for na gore ngwana a di tlhoke, because you don't have to buy Crocs. You can just buy Croc generics. Like dipopejane ke 80 rand ko Ackermans. Wa reka dipopejane o bona re dipopejane tsa ngwana di senyegile. Wa bona? Because when I asked him where the blue ones were, o rile a re o di lebetse ko magaeng. So now wa pere tsa go tsa meshoba. Na mbile go bolela ntongwe le ngwe wena o sentse o bolele. Hey, ngwana wa isne marugo. Au butsiwe. When you are not being told, when you must ask, you must bring up things, you must tell people what to do. So you must first fight for your son to get proper shoes. If this child did not have pants, I think we're gonna need to top up. That's you telling me that I need to top up. But you just keep quiet. And then when I said, I think I'm here to stay, I'm not gonna come back to Joburg, and because I had said when I settle down, I'm going to take the child, right? And unfortunately, I didn't get to settle in Gauteng. I had to settle here. So I had to bring up Tabayore. Also, I was thinking that, yeah, I think I should, apply for schools, because like I've been saying I want to take my child, but like not of the things that were happening, but because I just want to raise my son. Like I really just want to raise my son, because now my son opens the door without knocking. Now my son burps and does not say excuse me, or he doesn't say sorry. Now my son watches YouTube videos that don't make sense. I just want to raise my child the way I want, because understand? Motel 1 are 19, because he's going to tell me that you did not raise me when, so do not dare. Because when I told him that I spoke to BK and BK said he wants to move here with me, what did he say now? Yeah, of course, Mwana would want to stay with their mother. Hey, but I don't know, I must wait until grade 7. Because that was initially the plan, right? Until I went to therapy, and then psychologically, it does not make sense for you to only raise your child when they are in adolescent what. So you better start raising your child now, or else just forget about it. Just forget about it. So then I had to go back and say, oh, by the way, and then now it came out like what. His mom was calling my grandmother, hey, okay, who doesn't? Like, even me taking this child, it was not about, hey, you guys are doing this, you guys are doing. No, it was just me just wanting to raise my child the way I want, right? Sharp. And it broke my heart. She raised her son. His girlfriend is raising her kids. But me wanting to raise my child is me utaring umdana. So I started applying for schools. I applied go Lorraine, I applied go Sandridge, I applied go Shallow, I applied to go Habitat, and then I applied at the school that he goes to. All 4 schools rejected us. They said they were full, and then the one school took him. So last year, school officer won nearly 2.6. And then moja are it's expensive. So now I get to what was I supposed to then do? Was I supposed to then say, okay, then it's fine, you guys can continue staying with the child? I don't know if maybe that's what he was hoping for, because I think he's not taking it well. Like he's not, and I understood because I mean he was raising this child, he's attached, and this child was growing up with his other siblings. But you really just cannot be making it a big deal as if this child is going to stay with a stranger when this child is going to stay with their mother. So I will not be getting half of my stationery. I will not be getting half of my school uniform money. So all that money that I spent, it's me, and you know what? It's fine. Na akenyaki o tlhaokare ngwana ka wa balelelwa dilo waban. So if he's not going to give me my money, that's fine, because I think from where he's standing, he is not going to give me my money. So he says that he's not going to give me my money because I will not help him pay for school fees. So school fees sa motheo currently ke 2.9, right? So Oriena, he's not going to help me because I won't be helping him when it comes to school fees sangwana. And you know, if this person just told me from the get-go that he was not going to help me, I would have budgeted better. What pisses me off about this thing is that I spend so much money. Like, I just feel like as papa ngwana, like the least you can do is just try to understand or like factor in all the other costs, because they do affect your child. Like, even though they are not things that you can count, but they do affect your child, right? So yeah, he's not gonna give me my money, I guess. After care, yena akangeni ndawo. Yena akangeni ndawo because I forced to take this child knowing very well that I stay alone. So I must mock a plan. I must mock a plan because it's giving, why would you force to take a child knowing that you stay alone? So, unganfaki. Because you know what he would do? Mwana would go to school. After school, Mwana would come back, be in the house. That's why balebelela the eating dirty beggars go YouTube, because there's no adult to supervise what they search and what they do not search, what they do and what they don't do, because they are left unsupervised in the house until the parents come back from work. So I'm not doing that. That's why I'm saying that this child must go to aftercare. Aftercare you evening abona o ka reng nna ke nyaka o tswalela ngwana in a cage, because I don't think he took time to actually find out what aftercare is. Because right now I have the option to go take that child to come back here and watch TV, but I am letting him be outside and playing with other kids because that's what aftercare is for, right? But no. So yena akangeni dawo with aftercare. School fees standing, he's paying and I'm not helping him, right? So medical aid, because mwana uko James, yeah, my dad. I get it, I never told him that I took over the payment. So he does not know, because I get arabojani dilu. Kaper now we don't talk. Arabojani selo. Like arabojani selo. Like we're gonna have a conversation for us to better understand each other, and it does not happen. We only talk when we fight. So that he does not know, because now hey, I get to James, if I can't take this child on my medical aid, he will put this child on his medical aid. And I'm like, why would I want to take out this child from James to Discover? Why would I do that? That is why I never bothered to say, oh, because now I have a medical aid at work, let me put him under my medical aid. I would have done that. That's why I'm taking that contribution and I'm giving it to someone else, because now he's on my father's medical aid, because James is a good medical aid. Even I would pay good money to be on James. So Gary attended a medical aid. Now it's becoming about okay, I'm medical aiding wa papa, if not, I can put him on my medical aid. And I'm like, but it's not about that. Like, fighting about small things, very petty things, like no communication. Whenever we communicate is when we are fighting and all of that. And ndombora gore ngewelo tšhelete ka ka sempe Just never had. He was just supposed to own up. I'm butchery, he's not gonna give me. Mutola last year, Urle Ari, he's gonna give me 1,000 rand, yeah, stationary. It came from his fingers when he sent me that message that he will send me 1,000 rand end of December for me to buy stationery. He changed his mind wherever he changed his mind, and then today he's coming back. No, actually, I'm not going to give you that money because you're not going to help me. Don't. Then why did you put it on text? Because ki budget 1,000 ranta ki rekile ka yona stand back. Because niggas already 1,000 ranta itlot. But at the same time, I'm not shocked that this is happening because last year, ka birthday young one, I went to him months before, Kari. I think that, we should buy BK a football jersey. It's very evident that this boy is very passionate about football and all that. So I was thinking that, we buy him a gift that he's going to love so much. So let's buy him a football jersey. I will Manchester United, the player. He is a Manchester fan. I said, let's buy this child a shirt, Manchester. Sharp. He asked me how much it was. I told him the price. He was like, okay. The plan was to go 50-50. Then he's like, no, you'll actually try to find that shirt, that side, and then I will send him my half. I get over that guy, I think maybe baby mama it's gonna be the death of you. Because he was like, no, because niggas winning more sportsman warehouse. And I know or getting a size Yamoteo, give it hard, especially when it comes to football jerseys. That's why he does not have a lot of football jerseys. Because I always struggle with size. I guess he never found it because he never came back to me. He spoke to me one time about it, looking for it, and I was like, okay, if you can't find it, just let me know so I can buy it this side. August, September, October. Nothing. November, now I go home. Let me just go and buy this shirt myself. So I went and I bought that shirt. I took it to Rustenburg. By end of the day, that is posted on WhatsApp, and I'm like, okay, so it never registered or you owe me 600. Like you forgot. Ghana. Like Ghana, I owe you money for this shirt. Till today, half of that Manchester United shirt. Yellow ring urle are. We will go. He agreed. That is my problem. And that is where my frustration comes in. He agrees to something. He says we will do it. Then he will change his mind. Wherever he's going to change his mind, he's not going to come back to me. Now I am sitting here with frustration because you said you're going to give me shelter stationery. Jiggy, you're bringing up school fees. Like a stationery. Like stationery. So 1,000 yela neki romela for lunch. Era now care 1,000 ya lunch. Again 1.4 ya after care. Oh, by the way, I get not any feel. So yeah. As a cost yellow ringi cost ya arena. Get cost to me. But we're talking about costs that affect this boy. But it's fine. Medical aid, which are things that I do not have a problem with. That is why the medical aid but the medical aid because I can have a title, guys, because now when it comes to my child, I always want to give my son their best. My issue is you can't say, hey, we can't buy everything now. There's literally nothing I bought for Motel that he's not using right now. Nothing. That school bag, he's using it. The talk bag, he's using it. The lunch bag, the lunch box. That's on me. Like, school bag, Motel, he's using it every day. Talk bag, he's using it every day. And even he's going to use it every day because he goes to aftercare. He was saying that, no, we can't buy everything. When you want to buy everything. Hey, what? We should buy the thing. We. Ambulance. We should buy. Okay, I bought the things that are necessary for some. 1,000 urile 1,000 stationary uton rumel mamutha u change your mind. Now you're bringing up school fees and is what it is. So yeah, I guess the sooner I accept Gore, just like the shared money, I'm not going to get money, yeah, stationery, yeah, uniform. The sooner I make peace with it, the better. But nanto go mbora go go reng a se taba ya chelete, ke taba ya gore o dumela go dira something, then you change your mind. Get in with the program. This person has changed his mind. So anyway, that's it on co-parenting, guys. Like, it is what it is. Like, na ja go tlotla ke balelana le motho, because now a bolela mama ka kwa o mmotsa about yena. Hey, there are things that yena na sansokotse ka tsona. Hey, there would be days where he doesn't have someone to look after the baby, and he'd have to ask his mom, and he would have to pay his mom whatever, wara. And my dad did say the time when my dad did not want this child to go back to Northwest, ne ari, those people are waking ngwana o shala le mang. Then he said he's going to find a cousin of his to come and stay with them, or he's got a cousin that's willing to come and stay with them. So because my dad did ask me gore batho ba bereka jwang ge ngwana a ya skolo, because I had told him, I'm not comfortable lead this thing ya gore BK has to come back from school and he has to be indoors waiting for them to come back from work. Then he's like, no, I'm going to find someone to come and stay with us. How mamota? Hey, nah, when I couldn't do what I couldn't find someone. Hey, my mom, he never told me those things. If he needed me to help pay the mom, he should have told me. I was gonna help pay his mom. Like, now we are talking about this, you are telling us about things that you never told us, and now hey. And you know what, we do not have a good co-parenting relationship, and you know what, it's whatever. He does not enjoy co-parenting with me. I do not enjoy co-parenting with him. It's hell co-parenting with him, and it must be hell. It must be hell. It must be hell co-parenting with me. It must be hell. Co-parenting with me is the worst thing you can ever do on this planet Earth. I'm the worst person you can co-parent with, because when it comes to my child, I do not play. But agumnandanga gilitweli idombolo agumnandanga at all. But for now I'm happy that like my son is here, guys. Like, fuck that 5.6. like, for my son, fuck it. Like, he's not going to give me my 2.3, if he's not going to give me my 3.3, if he's not gonna give me Alice, like that money will not buy my son's life. In the morning I will call him, he'll talk to his son. At night I'll call him, he'll talk to his son. I'll send him pictures where I take pictures, because now sometimes I would go weeks ke sa romeli dinepe, but na ke tja dinepe, so when I get dinepe ke tla no romela. I do not have a problem. Hey, yo kwaze kwanzima, but awunetaba guys, awunetaba. So yeah, so let me just relax. Actually, I need to head out. Anyway, I'm going to close this vlog here. Thank you guys for watching. And also, this video, or me talking about co-parenting, is not for people who know him to look at him somehow. Co-parenting with me and him parenting his child is not the same. I do not have a problem with how he parents his child. I think he's an amazing dad. He's taught that boy so much that the boy knows about football, about current affairs, and that I wouldn't have been able to teach him, you know. So when it comes to fathering his child, in Hashem, my son worships the ground he walks on. But anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And this is the last time I talk about co-parenting. So if you think you have it hard, you probably do, and you're probably not the only one. You are probably not the only one. But yeah, so right now we are just parenting and figuring this out and doing this the best way we know how to. And yeah, abanye abantu asizawuthetha ngabo. This is the last time I talk about this because I'm just here to give you guys an update basically. I must just forget about it. So yeah, please don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe, and share my channel, guys. So yeah, I will see you guys in my next video. Let me just relax a bit and then prepare to go pick up my boy. So I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.